On July 19th, Spain beat Argentina 1-0 in extra time, lifted the trophy, and somehow made my apartment feel twice as large. 4 days later, I am on a couch built for 5, and for the first time in 39 days, nobody is beside me. People assume this empty feeling means I miss the football. Wrong. I miss having a reason for everyone I care about to already be in the same room without admitting that was the reason. For 39 days, my apartment followed a schedule that was not mine. It belonged to my brother, my neighbor, my dad, and Steve. Steve is my neighbor's cursed jersey, because apparently even bad luck deserves a name when it attends every match. My brother came for every knockout game. My neighbor brought her own chair during the group stage and never once asked permission. The group chat produced 40 messages a day, mostly tactical arguments, terrible predictions, and accusations that Steve was personally sabotaging Argentina. Then Spain scored. Everyone shouted. Everyone hugged. Messi walked away. And 20 minutes later, people were collecting chargers from behind my furniture. The final whistle did not only end a match, it ended the temporary version of our lives where everyone knew where to be tomorrow. That is the part nobody puts in the highlight reel. The goals were real, but the togetherness was the thing we were actually protecting. This was supposed to be the easy World Cup for us. Afternoon matches instead of alarms screaming at 3 in the morning. Nobody had to invent a dentist appointment, hide a live stream at work, or explain why they looked emotionally destroyed before breakfast. People simply came over because they could, and that made the silence worse because convenient joy gives you no practice for its disappearance. My dad flew in for the semifinal, stayed 4 nights, ate my food, and rejected every formation I suggested with remarkable personal confidence. I would currently pay an unreasonable amount of money to be told that my back 3 is an insult to the sport. He has already asked whether we are doing this again for the next tournament. I replied, obviously, and he knew I meant something else. When Messi left after what was probably his final World Cup match, my living room went quiet before anyone reached the door. Not because everyone supported Argentina, but because 5 people were thinking about endings, aging, and how every familiar gathering eventually becomes its final version. Nobody said it. We argued about the red card instead, because football provides excellent emotional camouflage. There is a phrase people use for the drop after a major competition, post-tournament blues. But for spectators, the missing piece is not always competition. Sometimes it is the borrowed structure that briefly organizes friendships, families, jokes, meals, and weekends. 16 host cities built toward one Sunday in July. My living room did the same thing on a considerably smaller budget. Now the crowds are gone, the stadiums are quieter, and my apartment has returned to being an ordinary apartment. Same television, same couch, completely different amount of life inside it. Meanwhile, the original trophy returned to FIFA, and Spain received the winner's replica. I received 4 folded chairs against the wall and 1 cursed jersey unemployed in a drawer. Honestly, the chairs feel like the more accurate souvenir because they prove people kept choosing the same room for 39 days. I still have not put them away, partly from laziness, but mostly because folding them feels like accepting that our temporary little country has dissolved. 4 years sounds ridiculous until you realize how quickly people change addresses, jobs, relationships, needs, opinions, and willingness to leave the house. So I told my dad to clear his calendar now, because some invitations should be sent 4 years early, before life invents a reason to decline. Fantasy Premier League starts sooner, so naturally I created another group chat and titled it Emergency Social Infrastructure. Nobody replied for 6 hours, although Steve remains available and emotionally prepared, which is more commitment than anyone else offered. Still, the chairs can stay against the wall because the trophy was never my souvenir. The room was.